Do you know about the Greek myth of Hera and the Milky Way? It tells the tale of how the Milky Way was formed from the milk of Hera, who accidentally spilled it while feeding her son Hercules. It's fascinating to see how various cultures have their own unique names and stories for the Milky Way. For instance, in China, it's called the Silver River, while in South Africa, it's known as the backbone of the night, and they have their own intriguing tales about its origin. These stories and names demonstrate how people all over the world share a deep interest in the stars and the enigmatic nature of the universe. But did you know that our galactic home is slowly dying? If the answer is no, then get ready to strap yourself in for an electrifying journey through the vast expanse of the Milky Way. And if you're hungry for more intergalactic adventures like this one, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, please. Our Sun is just one of the billions of stars in the Milky Way, which is a massive collection of stars, gas, and dust. With beautiful spiral arms that are home to billions of stars, planets, and other celestial objects, the Milky Way is a spiral galaxy. It has been a source of wonder and fascination for astronomers for centuries. As we know, our Sun is located about 25,000 light-years away from the center of the Milky Way, on one of its spiral arms, which means if we could travel at the speed of light, it would still take us 25,000 years to reach the center of the galaxy. Interesting, right? It's amazing to think about the vastness of the universe and the distances involved in space travel. If we left the galaxy and looked back at it from above, it would look something like this amazing artwork created by an artist who used information collected by astronomers. The story of our galaxy and solar system are closely intertwined, starting from the Big Bang 13.6 billion years ago. Just like humans, galaxies have a lifespan. They can be young, middle-aged, or old, and eventually die. Young galaxies are full of energy and activity, while middle-aged ones are settling into their groove. As galaxies age, they become less active until they eventually die. We can determine whether a galaxy is young or old based on its level of activity. Young galaxies are typically very active and vibrant, while older galaxies are less active and may even be dying. Just like humans, galaxies have a lifespan and go through different stages as they age. A galaxy that is considered young is characterized by a blue tint due to the vibrant light of newly formed stars, while an old galaxy that has stopped forming stars has a red tint. In light of this, what is the color of the Milky Way? And is our galaxy categorized as young or old? All we know is that the Milky Way, the galaxy in which our solar system is located, is slowly dying. This drop was observed by an international team of scientists who measured the energy yields of more than 200,000 galaxies. Astronomers have divided galaxies into two categories: those that are actively forming new stars and those that are considered dead. While these dead galaxies still emit a significant amount of light, they are not creating new stars, which could actually make them prime targets for advanced civilizations. According to scientists, energy production in the Milky Way has been declining for billions of years and is now only half what it was before. This significant development underscores the importance of understanding the lifespan and evolution of galaxies. Because the Milky Way is one of the best-studied galaxies, observing its decline reveals a deeper insight into the processes that contribute to a galaxy's death. The Milky Way is in danger, and scientists are on the hunt for the culprit. Could it be the supermassive black hole at its core, like the hot dog galaxy W2246526? Evidence suggests that Sagittarius A*, our own black hole, might be linked to the galaxy's demise. But wait, it exploded too late to be the killer. So the search continues. Next up, 3 stars hurtling through space at an incredible speed. While they might not be the culprits, their trajectory could lead scientists to something bigger. And that something could be a dwarf galaxy lurking just beyond the edge of the Milky Way. Collisions with dwarf galaxies could have already affected the shape of our galaxy, contributing to the loss of gas needed for star formation. But there could be hundreds more of these little galaxies nearby, and that could mean trouble for our beloved Milky Way. Stay tuned as scientists unravel the mystery of what's really going on in the spiral arms of our galaxy. In order to fully understand the effects of this fall, scientists are conducting further research into the causes and consequences of the galactic death. Astronomers have divided galaxies into two categories: those that are actively forming new stars and those that are considered dead. While these dead galaxies still emit a significant amount of light, they are not creating new stars, which could actually make them prime targets for advanced civilizations. But here's the catch: unless these dead galaxies undergo a significant change, such as a merger with another galaxy, that will remain in a long, slow decline. What's more, the most exciting cosmic events, such as supernovas, typically occur within a few tens of millions of years of stars being formed. This means that dead galaxies can be pretty uneventful and boring on many measures. Despite having star-forming regions like the famous Orion Nebula, astronomers have concluded that the Milky Way is well past its prime when it comes to creating new stars. Some estimates suggest that it is only producing 1 to 2 stars per year, while others indicate a slightly higher rate of 2 to 5 stars annually. A new study, soon to be published in Astronomy and Astrophysics, suggests that the Milky Way might be producing stars at a much higher rate than previously thought. This paper proposes a considerably higher figure, which could mean that the Milky Way is not as mostly dead as we once believed. So what does this mean for our understanding of our galactic home? Well, it opens up a world of possibilities for new discoveries and revelations about the universe we live in. However, estimating the number of new stars in our galaxy is no easy feat. It takes millions of years for stars to form, and larger areas of our galaxy are often obscured from view, making the process even more challenging. But have no fear, because a team of scientists has developed a groundbreaking new method to help us understand this mysterious process. Dr. Thomas Siegert of Universitat Würzburg and his colleagues have come up with a bottom-up model that looks at gamma rays associated with the decay of isotopes aluminum-26 and iron-60, both with half-lives of around 1 million years. This exciting approach is somewhat indirect, but it allows us to gain a deeper understanding of star formation in our galaxy. Large stars can produce 2 isotopes, aluminum-26 and iron-60, through supernova explosions during their lifetime. The abundance of these isotopes can give us an idea of how common such events are. This is because stars that are massive enough to produce supernovas have relatively short lives, and the frequency of these explosions can indicate the number of large stars that have formed recently. Using this method, the authors of the study were able to estimate the total number of new stars being formed, including those that are too small to end in such explosive events. This is truly groundbreaking work that can help us better understand the complex and dynamic processes involved in star formation. The study estimates that the Milky Way galaxy experiences 1.8 to 2.8 supernovas per century, a figure that only adds to the frustration that we have not observed a supernova in our own galaxy since the invention of the telescope 4 centuries ago. Moreover, the authors of the study prefer to focus on the positive side of things, highlighting that each year, 4 to 8 solar masses worth of stars are being formed predominantly in the galaxy's spiral arms. While small stars are much more common than large ones, this still translates to the formation of 10 to 20 new stars each year, which is incredibly exciting. The recent study on star formation in the Milky Way has received admiration from those not directly involved in the research, indicating its significance in the field of astronomy. This study gives hope that our galaxy may still have plenty of life left in it, despite previous assumptions of its decline. However, when compared to the star-forming rate of TOS 87259, which was discovered a few days back to produce more than 1,000 new stars annually, the Milky Way is not quite in the same league. One can only imagine the excitement of living in a place like COS 87259, where the night sky would be filled with 1,000 new stars every year. In essence, the galaxy is a tremendously complex entity, and there is much for us to learn and research. The galaxies are evolving and changing, and everything is fine. The process of galaxies' birth, death, and rebirth cannot be stopped. In actuality, it could not be a death for the cosmos, but rather a fresh start. Nevertheless, this recent research on the Milky Way's star formation rate is still an exciting discovery and opens up new possibilities for our understanding of the universe. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section below.